and thank you everyone for making time and coming to this webinar. So I won't take long. So I'm Adnan Yilmaz. I am a lecturer and also the director of MSc TESOL programs at the University of Stirling. So I'm happy to lead co-work with the British Council in the team to introduce our programs and also the scholarship. Thank you for everybody for making time for this webinar. Yep, over to you, Viola and Kirsten.
Hello, I'm Viola Wiegand, also a lecturer in TESOL at Stirling, and I coordinate the online program and the campus visit that's part of the scholarship.
And I'm Kirsten McGregor, so I work with the University of Stirling based in the student recruitment team and happy to support students at British Council and Adnan and Viola with this scholarship programme.
Susan. Susan, would you like to?
I was unable to unmute. Hi, I'm Susan Chetri, and I'm the Programs Manager from British Council and based out of Kolkata. Glad to see so many participants here for the webinar. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Judith Hembrom. I'm Senior Manager at the British Council, and we're very happy to be offering this scholarship in partnership with the University of Stirling. So without much delay, I am going to share my screen. If you could kindly confirm that it is visible.
Yes, we can see your presentation.
Thank you. And I'll put it on. So this is our scholarship offer that we have, and I would like to share a little bit of background about the British Council scholarship. So the British Council is dedicated to empowering English language teachers by providing access to world-class continuing professional development opportunities. Since 2022, our scholarships program has been enabling teachers to unlock their full potential. Recognizing that many teachers aspire to advance their professional development but are unable to commit to full-time courses, we are thrilled to announce a new collaboration with the University of Stirling. Together, we are offering a fully funded scholarship for the MSc TESOL, Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages program. This is not the first year that we have been doing it. I think this is the third year probably that we are working closely and offering scholarships to teachers in India. For the academic year 25-26, we will be awarding 6 fully funded scholarships to ELT teachers from India. And this is a fantastic opportunity to elevate your teaching expertise and make a significant impact in the field of English language teaching, which is what we are hoping that this online course that you take, the scholarship opportunity that you have, will provide. Why are we offering these scholarships and why is it important to the British Council? We hope that through these scholarships, we provide teachers with a chance to deepen their knowledge of the latest theories, methodologies, and best practices in English language teaching. By pursuing an MSc TESOL, participants will be equipped with cutting-edge tools and approaches to help them become more effective educators. Throughout the course, scholars will have the opportunity to collaborate with peers from around the world, sharing their insights and experiences. This fosters an exchange of ideas and enriches the global ELT community and encourages cross-cultural learning and networking. So you would get a lot of opportunity to do all of this. Additionally, scholars will participate in wraparound activities that further promote knowledge sharing. So we would not only want you to do your course, but we would want you to go beyond it and communicate and interact with people from the international community, as well as bring that knowledge back to India and share it within the community in India. We would also hope and aim that as recipients of this prestigious scholarship, the teachers will serve as ambassadors for UK postgraduate education. I think we are very well aware that UK holds one of the finest or provides the finest opportunities in education, and this opportunity will really boost your own professional development and career. By sharing their experiences and success stories, they will inspire other educators and highlight the high standards of education and professional development available in the UK. And that is why British Council firmly believes in all of these opportunities that we provide for the teachers. And we hope that you would really benefit from it. And last but not the least, but we would also hope and believe that upon the completion of your program, these scholars will return back to the communities as leaders in the field of ELT. Equipped with advanced knowledge and practical skills, you would be able or be in a better position to support the development of English language teaching in your schools and communities, contributing to the overall improvement of ELT standards at the local level. We believe that these scholarships will have a long-lasting positive impact, not only on you as an individual teacher, but also to the broader education landscape in India and beyond. So we already have a small community, but we're hoping that over the years, that community grows much more. In the MSc TESOL that we have, there is also a focus of technology, which the course provides. And why we focus on technology? Because our environment, our landscape is evolving, and it's rapidly evolving. So technology has become an essential tool in teaching and learning worldwide. And even in India, we see the importance of it. This trend is particularly evident in India, where educational technologies have seen an exponential rise in use over the past decade. The COVID-19 pandemic accelerated the shift, and I'm sure all of you attending this have also experienced it yourself, with schools, universities, and training centers across the country relying heavily on digital platforms for remote learning. The integration of technology into education has proven to be not just necessity, but also a valuable opportunity for expanding access and enhancing your learning experience. However, while technology offers significant potential to transform education, its effectiveness hinges on how it is used. And this is where the MSc TESOL program will help and support you in it. The aim is to ensure that teachers are not only comfortable using technology, but also understand how to use it in a pedagogically sound manner. By including a focus on the appropriate use of educational technologies, we aim to ensure that teachers develop the necessary skills to make informed decisions about which tools to use and how to use them in ways that truly enhance their teaching and the students' learning experiences. This combination of technology and pedagogy will help you as an educator, as a teacher, to create a more dynamic, inclusive, and effective learning environment, which we really hope and aim to enable you with. And again, lastly, the focus of technology will also prepare ELT professionals to engage in 21st century learners who are increasingly digitally native and accustomed to using technology in every aspect of their lives. Teachers who are adept in blending pedagogy with technology will be better positioned to deliver impactful and future-ready education in their classrooms. So I think we all understand the need and the requirement of technology in our teaching and learning practices. Now, for an important section of the scholarships information is that who are the scholarships for? Firstly, you need to be a passport holder and a permanent resident of India. You have to submit a statement of purpose in which you will have to demonstrate the case for your financial support of why you feel that your the scholarship will actually help you, and a socioeconomic need through a written statement. So you will actually have to tell us through the statement of purpose of how this scholarship will actually help you pursue this course. You should not be having any other financial support or funding towards a study program from the UK or from any other course. So if you are found to be having any other support or funding in terms of courses that you're already undertaking, then that could potentially disqualify you. And you should not have previously studied any at degree level or higher in the UK or lived recently in the UK, that is for the past 3 years. So this would be some of the criteria that you need to remember while applying for the scholarship. You need to be motivated and academically able to follow and benefit from the UK postgraduate taught course, and definitely motivated because Adnan and his team will go on to tell you what the course is all about, but it is a 30-month-long course. And you need a lot of self-motivation to be able to complete this course. You need to be working in or directly with the government education sector in the country with a focus on ELT. So the scholarship is for ELT teachers in India, either in a government or a government-aided school or college in the country. You need to be a person who has been active in the field with a proven interest in the proposed subject area of English language teaching and educational technologies. And you need to be willing to demonstrate future contribution in the field of English language teaching in India through the benefits achieved through this program. You also need to agree to be part of British Council's Global Alumni Network. I've already mentioned earlier that we already have a small network of scholars who have completed the course, and some of them who are going to complete their course in the coming year. You need to maintain a contact with the British Council and act as an ambassador for the UK. And why we request you to be as an ambassador, because it helps and supports us to be able to promote such opportunities for other scholars, and they also take inspiration from you that they will be able to undergo it and complete this course. And engage with activities as part of the scholarships for English language teachers, alumni, during and after their studies in the UK. You need to demonstrate a plan and a passion to engage with the wider community. So we would definitely be asking you in the statement of purpose of what you would be doing after you complete your course. And you also need to agree that personal data that you would be sharing would be used by the British Council. The scholarship is not for these people out here, these 3 highlighted points out here. So if you hold a dual British citizenship, that will disqualify you from applying for the scholarship. If you are an employee or a former employee or a relative of an employee of any of the UK-led institutes which is stated out here, like the British embassies or the high commissions. And if you are an employee or former employee or relative of the British Council. And out here, I'd like to state the term relative means someone who is immediately of immediate blood, like, like your parents, your step-parents, siblings, spouse or children. They will not be allowed to apply for the scholarship. A little bit of an update of how many scholars we have. Since 2022, we've been able to get a cohort of 18 scholars. To this, another 6 scholars would be added. We have a wide range of scholars from across these states and cities. And lastly, we do have a community of practice. This is not a community of practice through which we try and keep in touch with each other and share updates on how we are progressing and doing, and what are the different types of activities we are doing related to the scholarship or that has come about because of the scholarship. We have a WhatsApp group which is very active to keep us in touch with each other. So I come to the end of my presentation. I shall stop sharing out here. Thank you for this. And I will hand over to Adnan and the others in his team to share their presentation. And collectively, we will then take all the questions. And if there are some questions in the chat which we are able to answer, we will do that immediately.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Yes, Adnan.
Yes,
Excellent. Excellent. So let me minimize all of you and then make it full screen. Oops, that's not what I meant. All right. Thank you, Judith, for the presentation and for leaving the space for us as well. So hi, everybody. Once again, I'm Adnan, and so we're going to talk about MSc TESOL programs and also this university as well. Together with Viola, we're going to handle that presentation. So let me begin, which is weirdly enough, it doesn't. Okay, there we go. So you might have the question where Stirling is, where it is located within the UK and within Scotland. So as you can see, on the map, so in the UK, we're up in the north, but within Scotland, we are just in the middle of Scotland, and we're gatekeeper for Highlands, and we're very close to Glasgow and Edinburgh. So these are the big cities in Scotland, and as you know, Edinburgh is the capital city of Scotland. So how do we access, Stirling, especially because you have a 2-week visit to Scotland, to Stirling? So you can access to Stirling by air through Edinburgh or Glasgow airports, and you can take the, flight through different cities within the UK. Also, so Stirling is also accessible through train as well from different cities like Glasgow, Edinburgh, Manchester, and London as well. So when you arrive in Scotland, in the UK, you can take the train to come here as well during your 2-week visit. Okay, so let me provide some overall information about the University of Stirling. So at Stirling, we have over 18,000 students globally, and these students represent 140 nationalities across the globe. So our campus basically is ranked first in the UK, and we're top 3 in the world because of its beauty, the lake we have in our campus, on our campus, and also the facilities that our university provides. So 92% of our international students from Stirling feel very welcome in the UK. They basically feel at home because let me just highlight that our programs, our MSc TESOL programs, have a very international cohort of students. I can say over 90% of our students are international within the program. We're top 10 in the UK for good teachers and expert lecturers. And also around 93% of our students express great satisfaction with the career services that we have here. So let me highlight that. So when you are a member of University of Stirling, you will have access to our career services, and then you will have this access till the end of your life. All right, so it's an everlasting access to career services. And 96% of our students felt their qualification, meaning the degree certificates they will receive from Stirling, have great impact on their career. So which means it helps them to secure a job in the global arena when you're in job hunting. So in terms of ranking, let me just state that MSc TESOL programs are based within the education division in the Faculty of Social Sciences. And we are 3rd in Scotland and top 10 in the UK for education. And all of our students express great satisfaction with the MSc TESOL programs. So meaning the support they receive, the lectures they receive within our program, they're very happy with the program. So here is a short video. I'm going to play it, hopefully successfully, to take a tour around our university, our campus. All right, before moving on to another YouTube video, I shall stop it. All right. So visiting Stirling, as you know, part of that program includes that scholarship includes 2-week visit to Stirling, and Viola will provide more information about that. But let me just talk through some points in relation to visiting Stirling. So Stirling is a very vibrant and student-centered city. It has a warm and friendly community. So we have diverse people from the different backgrounds, different languages, different cultures. So when you're here, you don't feel you are the only person speaking different languages. So here we have a lot of. So it's basically a cosmopolitan city. When you're in Stirling, it's really easy to get around because we have access to public transportation, we have cycling routes, we also have road network very well developed within Stirling, and they also enable access to other locations within the UK as well. So we also, within Stirling, students have access to part-time employment opportunities. Stirling has a historic city center with shopping, coffee culture, performing arts, and nightlife. So it's very vivid and vibrant here. We're very close to Edinburgh and Glasgow, as I mentioned before. So when you're in Stirling during your 2-week visit, you may have the chance to visit these cities as well, see different places, especially in Edinburgh and Glasgow. So we have the 2-week visit, and Viola is going to talk about that in detail in a minute. So here you see a picture from our first cohort who came here like 2 or 3 years ago, and they have just finished their program now. 2 of them are with us, and they're going to share their experiences with us as well. So at Stirling, on our campus, we have great sports facilities, and we're ranked first in the UK and top 5 in the world. Our university invested £20 million in our new sports complex, which includes 2 sport fields, air-conditioned fitness studios, state-of-the-art gym, and indoor cycling studio. We have 3-court sports hall, strength and conditioning areas with sector-leading equipment. We have world-class high-performance fitness suite. We also have communal spaces, weaving deck, changing areas, cafe, and reception. So Stirling sports facilities are really great here, and you can benefit from these opportunities or these facilities when you're here during your 2-week visit as well. Apart from our sports facilities or other means, we also have other support means or ways available to you as well. So we have dedicated contact time. You're assigned a personal tutor when you become a member of the university, and any concerns, any questions can easily be shared and addressed to the personal tutors. We have extensive available support through university services, so you have the chance to receive pastoral support. If you have English, challenges with English language, we have student learning services where you can get support as well. We also provide IT support, any technology support that you may need. So as I mentioned, we have also career services, which provide webinars for us twice per academic year. And you'll also have the chance to contact them one-to-one and then get support from our career services on writing CVs and resumes, or how to conduct job interviews. We also provide counseling and well-being support as well at Stirling. So I'm going to leave this space to Viola. She will provide more information about the program and also the scholarship. Viola, over to you.
Thank you very much, Adnan. So our TESOL programs are taught by an experienced team of us lecturers. We're also research active. And as Adnan has mentioned, we have a diverse international student cohort, both online and on campus. And when you come to our campus, you'll be able to meet the on-campus students as well. There is an option to continue TESOL studies because we also have a PhD program. But I'll focus today on our online program. And if you're interested in the on-campus programs, you can also check those on our website in your own time. So the TESOL online master's program is a part-time course. It's completely delivered online. There is an option to attend modules on campus for all the students on the program, but the 2-week campus visit, which is funded, is only is a sort of privilege for the scholarship holders of the British Council Scholarship. So the program is designed for those who are already teaching, usually teaching full-time, so have quite a busy schedule, but we run one module at a time so that it is manageable to do this master's program as a CPD opportunity alongside your teaching. We also have a balance between theory and practice, using a range of different teaching methods, and we focus on the development of your advanced professional capabilities and knowledge in language learning and teaching based on research findings. You will have the opportunity, as Judith mentioned earlier, to network with professionals in ELT from around the world through our program. And specifically on our TESOL program, you have the chance to specialize in computer-assisted language learning, CALL, which is also one of the areas of technology that is emphasized by the British Council for the scholarship. So the structure of the program looks like this. It is around 2.5 years. You have 3 taught modules in each year, and at the end of the first year, around June usually is when the campus visit takes place for 2 weeks. We found that that seems to be a good time when you have availability in the Indian education system, and at that time we also have the chance to organize activities for you. But with the successful candidates, we can sort of see what exact time works best. In the second year, there are then a further set of taught modules, and we have a list here of the 6 taught modules that we typically offer. The first 3 in the first year, and then another 3 in the second year. And I'll highlight here the technology and language education module, which is part of that CALL specialization. That obviously really focuses on technology and different apps, different technological software packages and ways of meaningfully incorporating them into your pedagogy. But technology also features in some other modules. For example, in discourse analysis, we check how different technology like corpus linguistics can be used to analyze texts and how that can inform your teaching. And in research methods, we also draw on different technologies. All of these will feed into the dissertation project. For the CALL specialization, this will be a CALL portfolio, which is also a research project but focusing on technology. So we have here a little bit more information about that research project. You will be able to use your research skills that you will have really learned about throughout the program, but especially in the research methods module at the end of your taught modules. And throughout the dissertation or CALL portfolio, you'll be working with a dissertation supervisor from our team. You will choose the specialist topic, and the supervisor will be there to support you with that research project. So you will become a real expert in that area. And this is something that you can then also demonstrate with the outcome of that dissertation to potential employers, or maybe even explore publishing. Here are some examples of some previous dissertation or CALL portfolio projects we've had on enhancing vocabulary skills through online resources, exploring the impact of technology-enhanced learning on students' writing skills, or projects focused on the use of CLT. And you see some of these here are focused on the Indian context. So we're very much looking forward to seeing what areas this new cohort will be focusing on in their research. We also have some optional international placements. These are not an integral part of the program. They actually take place after you've finished, or potentially during your dissertation stage if you're interested in this. This is something we would explore one-on-one. We have different international partners. Usually this will be subject to interview and language requirements, but again, that will sort of depend on the different requirements from the partners. So if the candidates, the successful applicants are interested in this, we can then explore this further. Adnan already mentioned a little bit of the career opportunities offered. So we have those fantastic colleagues in career services who will be supporting you during the program and for your entire life if you wish. We also have lots of resources that will basically prepare you for a range of opportunities in the ELT sector. For example, you will be very well placed to sit the modules of the University of Cambridge ESO examinations. Now, to talk a bit more about the scholarship itself, you've seen the structure, so it is around 2.5 years or 30 months. As I mentioned already, you will be learning or studying on the taught modules for 2 years and then do your research project. As part of the scholarship, the British Council funding will cover your entire tuition fees for this master's program. You will also be refunded an IELTS fee. I think there was a question whether IELTS is required. It's one of the tests that you can use to show your language skills. So some form of language test is required, and once you take it, you will be refunded for that. We don't require it while you apply. It's enough to have a conditional offer with us, but I will show in a moment the deadlines. You will need to provide it before the course starts. The scholarship also covers a stipend of a little bit of money you can use while you are here. The return flights, importantly, which are, of course, quite expensive, and accommodation during your stay on our campus in the student residences. It also covers the visa fee for the standard visitor visa that you will require to come here. So here are the deadlines. So there's a little bit over a month left to submit your application for the master's program itself. So that is the application that everybody fills out who wants to study on our program. I think it's not too involved, but Kirsten can say a little bit more about that. Then we have a second application form for the scholarship itself, which is due over another month later. So that should give you plenty of time to fill that out. We will then shortlist candidates and work together with the colleagues from the British Council, and we will notify the successful candidates and everyone else as well in the middle of July. Now, this is to highlight that if you are then successful, that is when you will need to take care of your IELTS test or other language test. And please do that as soon as possible after we've notified you, because we need you to provide those documents or certificates by the 10th of August so that there is enough time before the program starts. We have a website where you can see all the details and the deadlines and the links, which I think we will show in a moment, but we can also provide the link in the chat. So thank you very much for listening. We look forward to your applications, and there are some of our contact details. Thank you. So I think I will hand over to Kirsten now. Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem. Thank you, Viola. A lot of what I would share has kind of generally been covered by everyone. So I will just show you some of the the website for applications and these type of things just now. So let me share my screen. So here we have the application page. So once you go onto the university's website, the easiest way to find it is probably to click on international and then fees and scholarships. There you can then put in your fee status, which would be international, and then your country, which would be India, and then it should come up with relevant scholarships. You'll get to this page here. So as you can see, it outlines the kind of things that everyone else has spoken about, such as the fact that we have 6 awards, the application deadline being the 23rd of May. And what I will say is that in order to apply for the scholarship, you must first have an offer for the course. So this offer can be conditional. So as we've been speaking about the English language requirements, maybe you haven't got a relevant test of English yet, you are still able to apply for the course and you would get given a conditional offer. You can completely accept that. As you continue to scroll down, it will just reiterate a lot of the eligibility, as the British Council have shared, you know, that you must be a permanent resident in India, that you must be able to demonstrate your socio-economic need for the scholarship in order to progress, that you must be working in or directly with the government education sector in India, and all of these type of things. So you can reread through these and just make sure that you meet the criteria. But once you scroll down past all of the eligibility, you'll be able to see the application form here. So you'll just click on that. And it should actually take you to the, oops, sorry, that's my fault, scholarship application form right there. The form is all online, so you don't need to download it or, you know, fill it in by hand. I have seen different scholarship applications where people have done that, so you don't need to. It will all be done online. Your name, your application number, which you need, as I said, to apply for the scholarship. You must apply for the course first. If you don't have a valid ID number yet, we won't accept your application for the scholarship. And your general information will be there. The bit that obviously we want you to put the most thought and the most detail into will be the next following sections. So your qualifications and your experience. We want your academic records. So any degrees or things you have, a general outline of some of your skilling. So just your whole academic background. And then your professional status. So you click on that there. That will tell you if you're a recent graduate, but you maybe not yet have a job, you're full-time. All of that information we do need to know. And if there's any bits you want to provide further information from, you can click add, highlight that here. You know, do you work for a government-funded institution? We would then look for some information on that, as well as your employment history. So the job you're in now and previous roles, especially if they are within English teaching in general, education. When we move on to section 3, this is when you'll be able to show your background and why a scholarship such as this will be so beneficial to you. So we're looking if you have previously had any different scholarships or support in the past. So how did you fund any of your studies? Was that a grant? Was that your parents? Was that your own funding? So just a little bit information about that. Whether you worked while studying for your past degrees. If you do have any funding from the UK government or a UK university, that's something we would also be looking for. Has that impacted any of your past studies? Are you currently studying and getting any financial support? And then we want to know a little bit just about your parents' background. So does your father, for example, have a university degree? You can add that, what degree and where they got that from. And would you be able to fund your studies if you didn't get this scholarship? So how would you fund it if you were not successful? And then your motivation. So this is when you can really show a lot about yourself. Why are you interested in English language teaching? Have you worked with any of these technologies in that area before? Why are you engaged in that? What makes you want to continue to participate? And how are you going to use the learning from the course? How will that benefit yourself? How will that benefit your students and your wider community? So a little bit about basically your ambition, what you're going to take forward from the program. I want to hear about that. How are you also going to help your colleagues or anyone else around you, not just your students? How is that going to impact your wider school, for example? And then, you know, if you're studying at a UK university, how is that going to help your future career? How will that help you to, you know, enhance your community, enhance your own ambitions? What can you put in there? And then it's quite straightforward. So you, as part of this, you are expected to engage with the British Council and their global alumni network. So make sure that that is something that you are happy to do. And in terms of English language requirements for this programme, for an IELTS test, we'll be looking for an overall 6.5 with a minimum of 6.5 in reading and writing and a minimum of 6 in speaking and listening. So when you do look at those tests, make sure that you're hitting the right criteria for the right areas. We can also accept a Pearson test, which is 62 overall with a minimum of 62 in reading and writing, 60 in speaking and listening, or a TOEFL test, an IBT TOEFL test with 80 overall, minimum in 19 in reading, 24 in writing, 21 in speaking, and 19 in listening. But you can actually go onto our website from this document, and you'll be able to see all the further breakdowns. But those are the main tests that we accept. We do not accept Duolingo, for example, so it'll be one of these main ones. As we've said, you take the test, we can refund the cost of that if you are a successful candidate. And then this is just the last bit kind of goes over the criteria that have already been mentioned and just confirming that you meet all of those. So that's the last part is mostly just tick boxes. But as I said, it is a relatively straightforward test application, but we just want you to really think about your answers, how you're going to make yourself stand out, and really reflect on why you want to undertake this program and what the course can actually give to you, your community, and the skills and things that you work within. So please do kind of have a good think about that when you come to apply. Next steps, basically that get an offer for the program, then come here and fill in that application form. You do have to have an offer by the 15th of April. So I would start going through the application form as well. To apply for the course itself, you would go on to the course specific page. So you can just type in TESOL and site search and then find the online one. And then it's basically a big apply now button that will take you to the application page. And you fill in a lot of your information there. So do that first, then go over to the scholarship page and apply for that. I don't think there's too much more that I can add at this point, as everyone has spoken fantastically about the university, about the programme, about the fantastic 2-week visit that you get as part of this. So I'll thank you and I'll hand you over to our wonderful alumni who have undertaken this before. But thank you for your time and for your interest in this. I do believe is it our alumni now who were to speak? Yeah. Great.
We have Luna and Prithvi. Do you want to take a few minutes? Yep. Yeah, please. Go ahead.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Give me a second. I don't know, my video is not getting turned on. So is there someone who can help? Okay, anyway, I'm Luna Saikia. I'm from Assam. I won't take much time. I'm from Assam. Like most of you are residing in India and working in India, so maybe you are already aware where is Assam. And within Assam, people only identify Guwahati, but I come from a very remote place, interior place within the state of Assam, and I work in a rural school. I am a primary school teacher. So we basically teach all subjects in our schools. Okay. So we teach all schools, sorry, all subjects, sorry. So the students are from grade 1 to grade 5. And apart from teaching, I'm also a, a teacher trainer. So I often engage myself with teaching English and helping my colleagues how to go about how to access new technology and implement those things in classrooms. So, and as you must be aware that India has adopted the new education policy and many changes have come up. So I think this is very this course, the MSc School course, is very appropriate for any teacher who is working within India and serving in government institutions. I don't mean just only schools, but it also applies for higher education, because the whole education system in India is going through a massive change. Now, after doing this course, I am involved in curriculum development, and very recently I'm added to textbook development for grade 4 and grade 5 within my state. So this is kind of a new opportunity that I got because of this course. And I'm very happy to inform you that I have recently very successfully completed MSc TESOL, and I would be joining the graduation ceremony at the university on 21st of March. All my tickets are done and visa cleared. Just waiting for the final permission and the leave approval. So that's it from me. If you have any more questions. And I'm very happy to inform that Adnan sir and Viola ma'am, they were very supportive throughout the whole course. There are other teachers who are also very supportive, and everyone, I believe, like many of who are attending this webinar have already done B.Ed or some kind of technical, professional course like B.Ed and DLEd. So these are very familiar and similar kind of thing, but on a very higher level. And we get to explore a very big online library. We can access all kind of journals, articles. This is very interesting and a very new experience for me. And I look forward for more experiences to gain in the coming time. Thank you.
Thank you, Luna. We have also Prithvi.
I can also not get my video. Yeah, it's on. Yeah, thank you so much, Adnan. Hello, everyone. My name is Prithviraj Thakur, and I'm a college teacher in Khamgaon, which is a town in Maharashtra in India. And I have been looking to study in the UK since quite some time, and I got this opportunity in 2022. And I have also completed my course, submitted my dissertation, and waiting for my grades to be announced. And hopefully, I can get through and attend my graduation ceremony in the next with the next batch in June, because because of professional commitments, I can't come in March. So about this course, I would like to tell you that this course will completely change your worldview and empower you like nothing has ever done. You will get to build a very solid foundation of theory and practice regarding English language teaching. And when you come back from the visit, you will feel that it's a different world altogether. You will feel how different it is, and you will feel how similar everything is. How we are all the same, yet how we are all the different. You will become a cosmopolitan, you will become a citizen of the world, and you'll become a much, much better teacher than you ever were. So, Luna, Nandita Sarkar and I were the first cohort, and there have been two more cohorts after that. So this will be the fourth one. And May I tell you something about the university? Please don't feel flattered, but you people are amazing. I have never, I mean, uh, great teachers as you are even more precious with the support that you provide all the time. The best part of this course has been the support that we have been provided with everything, be it our personal problems or be it our academic difficulties or be it any kind of resource. We have been provided with fantastic support, not just throughout the course, but during the visit also. So please apply and pass on the information. Many people don't know about this opportunity. And I mean, it is very, very difficult for somebody to go and spend a complete year in UK. So what this scheme has done is it has worked wonders. Thank you, British Council, because it has fulfilled many people's dreams. So please continue this scheme. I do wish you grow from strength to strength, the British Council and my alma mater, the University of Stirling. I will be forever indebted to you. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough.
Dear Luna and Prithvi, thank you very much for these kind words and sharing your experiences on the program and within the scholarship as well. If we're almost out of time, but I wonder if we can accept a couple of questions if people have. Susan?
There's only one question here. Others are all answered. So it says, I've completed a 1-month Trinity College London certified TESOL course in 2020, held at CILA campus in Kochi, India. Am I eligible to apply for the course?
Vila, would you like to respond to that? Or Kirsten?
I don't see why not. I don't think it violates any of our eligibility criteria, but maybe colleagues from the British Council can confirm.
Yeah, so yes, yeah. I mean, you can, as long as you are working with the government aided or the government schools at the moment.
Yeah, if it's looking for, if that course makes them eligible to apply in terms of the English, we can accept Trinity, but I don't know the exact course that you've done, but it'd be ISE 2 pass, with an overall pass in each sub-skill. It's on the website. I can send you the link to the English language page. You can see if what you've done with Trinity matches up with our requirements. If not, you still may be required to take a further test of English, but as others have said, I think the Trinity course would prohibit you from applying for the programme. It might just not quite meet the English language requirement.
Yeah. Okay, there is another question from Miss Jaya. It says she's teaching at British Council Delhi Teaching Center and moving to US in May and will receive a PR of the USA. However, okay. So Jaya, it's the same answer. I mean, when the thing is, you should not be holding a dual citizenship when you are applying. Plus, you should be working in the government aided or the government sector at the time of application. I hope that answers your question. Yeah, Viola, I don't see any other open questions at the moment.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, something just probably kicked. Oh yeah, okay. Not a question, but a comment. Thanking. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Okay, since we don't have any new questions or comment in the chat box.
Susan, somebody has just raised their hand.
That
Is
is it? I think
yeah, MJ Coxton.
that is a team, your team, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I think there's no new questions in the chat box, so we can end this webinar here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
Thank you.
am I audible?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
It's not from that side. This is Gerald, Coxton
Okay.
Gerald.
Sorry. Yeah,
Technician.
sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
No, no problem, no problem, ma'am. Actually, we are looking for government and government aided school teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Then, is there any procedure to inform the government side whether we are taking this course? Is there any procedure, proper procedure to inform get permission from the government side for this course?
Uh, I think there is no procedure as such, but if it is required,
Okay.
if it is the requirement of the institution that you are working with, then you should go ahead. But we do not have any from the British Council side. There is no that sort of procedure.
I would like to answer to this.
Yes,
If
please.
you Yeah,
Yes,
because
please.
I was facing a lot of difficulties while because there is a form called FRCA, Foreign Contribution Regulatory Act, which is taken care by the central government, Ministry of Home Affairs. So if you belong to a particular state and if that state requires you to clear that process, then please go ahead and check it because it is obviously there and it is approved by the central government, but it is subject to certain states. Not all states require such permission or such a thing. So please check with the state government, then they will definitely guide you. Directorate or the ministry, you can contact these departments.
Yeah.
I
Thank
can
you.
add,
Thank you,
I can add
Luna.
just one point to this question as well. Because the program includes 2-week visit to the UK at the end of your first year. So it's an in-person visit, as you can see. So just inform your institution that there is this campus visit, in-person visit as part of the program, so you do not run into the problem when you're at that stage. So they're informed ahead of the visit. Though at this stage, it's not a requirement, of course.
Yes, I would like to know the persons who are studying in the past times. That's why I asked this question.
Great, thank you.
Yeah. We need some further guidance too, sir.
So the campus visit is at the end of the first year, and we will organize an online meeting with some of the previous students and the British Council and ourselves in the first semester. So you will then receive more guidance about the best practices for for preparing and obtaining permissions for the on-campus visit.
Does it respond to your question? Are you still asking about getting permission from your own government to be on the program?
Yes, actually, I would like to know that how they approach the government, or how do they approach the department? That is the only question, because there are a lot of problems and there are differences between the states here. So I'm not.
Okay, for now, what you can do before applying, just write an application to the immediate whoever is your boss or to the directorate if you wish. Just inform it through proper channel. Like if we go for another job or if we want to do PhD, then we take a permission like proper channel, there is a format. So you can apply that, and once you get selected, only then go for the other kind of procedures. For now, just inform that I'm applying for a course. So do you give me permission to study for 2.5 years on a part-time and online and part-time? Please mention that, highlight that, and also write an undertaking that this will not hamper my regular duties. So they will be assured and they will definitely give you permission. I hope that answers your question. Do you have further queries?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
We have Mr. Pradeep S. Raj. Your hand is up, so please come in.
Yeah, ma'am, I just have a doubt, like, because as you mentioned that it is mainly for government teachers, right? But what is the procedure if a private teacher wanted to do this course? Will British Council guide them to do this course?
Sorry, your voice is breaking. I don't know if it is only for me. If you could just put your query on the chat.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Hello?
We can hear you,
Am
but
I audible? Am
yeah.
I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, like, as you mentioned, that it is mainly for government teachers in India. So if private teachers wanted to do this course, what is the procedure? Will the British Council guide us to avail scholarship, or we have to do it by our own or something like that?
If I get it correctly, so the scholarship just for government-aided people working in the government-aided institutions. So this is not for people working in the private sector. So I don't know if British Council has something for that, but that particular scholarship is not for people working in the private sector.
You are correct, Adnan. Yeah. For now, it is like only for the government or the government-aided sector.
Yeah.
In future, can we expect this opportunity for the private teachers?
Thank you so much. I mean, I'll take a note of that and then we'll share it with the wider team. Yeah. Thanks for the feedback.
Maybe just to add, we do have a India scholarship on campus. It's not fully sponsored, but I have put the link in the chat for anyone who might be interested in coming to campus and trying for that scholarship instead. It's not as generous as the British Council one, though.
Okay, Susan, I think we can end it here because I do have other meetings as well that I need to run.
Right. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
If you have any questions, you already have our email accounts and email addresses. Please just get in touch with us. We will do our best to respond to your questions.
Yeah, and also I'm posting our British Council website here. Please, visit this website and then we will upload the webinar here and you can reach out to us if you have any queries through email. Yeah.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.